Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn 4th standard, term 2, lesson 1, Philanthropist of Sangam Age. Philanthropist of Sangam Age. Those 7 philanthropists were Pagan, Pari, Nedumudikari, Ai, Adiyaman, Nalli, and Valvilvori. They ruled different hilly regions at different periods during the Sangam age. They were all powerful, kind, and cared of nature and the people. Hills usually have a lot of trees. It is important for people to take care of them. Then, shall I tell you a few stories about how those philanthropists and the people protected nature and how in turn nature protected them. Okay, the conversation between the grandpa and Geeta. Are you ready for the first story? Yes. Okay, the story is about Bacon. Bacon ruled Palani Hills ruled Palani Hills, the very same hill range that we are visiting today. Isn't it cold here? Yes, Grandpa. That's why Amma packed sweaters for us. Correct. Then, correct one day, while Bacon was on his walk, he saw a peacock shivering. He assumed that the peacock was shivering due to cold and he covered the peacock with shawl. Geeta asked, "Can a peacock use a shawl?" Grandfather said, "May not, maybe not. The point is that Bacon treated the peacock just like his own child. How many people nowadays show such kindness towards animals?" Grandpa, one day I saw a boy throwing stones at a dog. I stopped him. Maybe if he knew about Bacon, he would find a way to love animals, said Geeta. True, it's not just kindness towards trees and animals, it is also about valuing people. We should treat all living things equally. We should treat all living things equally. Then, the next story is nearly 2000 years old. A wise and kind philanthropist called Pari ruled Parambu. This was located in Parambu Malai, a hill range that starts in Sivaganga district in Tamil Nadu and extends all the way of Palakkad in Kerala. The next story is nearly 2000 years old. A wise and kind philanthropist called Pari ruled Parambu. This was located in Parambu Malai, a hill range that starts in Sivaganga district in Tamil Nadu and extends all the way to Palakkad in Kerala. The Moovendars, the Cheras, Cholas and Pandyas wanted to make Parambu a part of their kingdom. They were not able to win the battles against Pari and his army individually. So they attacked Parambu together. In the thick forest inside the hills, they were not able to defeat Pari's army. Instead, they made sure that Parambu would not get water or food from below the hill. They thought that Pari would surrender after he ran out of food and water. Grandpa, did Pari surrender? Ita asked. No, Pari did not surrender. Few months later, the Moovenders later realized that the forest in Parambumalai was so rich that they provided people with a lot of jackfruit, edible bamboo, and other wild nuts. The hill also had a lot of streams that provided them with fresh, clean water. So they didn't need food or water from any other place? Yes, their forest took care of them just as Pari, the people in his region, also took care of nature. There is even a famous story that tells his generosity. One day, Pari was passing a young jasmine climber. He saw that there was no tree to help the climber to grow. He offered his golden chariot to give support for the climber. He offered his golden chariot to give support for the climber. This is so interesting. Do you know that we planted a few trees in our school? I will make sure that they grow well just like Pari did. Would you like to hear more stories about some of the other philanthropists? Grandpa asked. Geeta said yes. There was another philanthropist called Adiyamma. He also ruled a hilly region, Tagadur, in Dharmapuri district. One day he was presented with a very rare type of gooseberry. He was told that anyone who ate that rare food would be immortal. Do you know what did he do? He offered that fruit to an old Tamil poetess, Avvayar. Then the same Avvayar, I read about her in my Tamil textbook. Geeta said, yes, Geeta. Avvayar was shocked and asked Adiyaman why he was offering her the gooseberry. She said that she should eat this fruit as he was the chieftain. Adiyaman told her that there would be many chieftains after him, but there would not be many poets to teach people how to live life better like her. Can you imagine a powerful chieftain offering such a valuable gift to an old poetess? This shows how people valued each other in the Sangam age. Don't you agree? Yes, Grandpa, we should always value people around us. Geeta replied. Okay, students, I hope you all understood this lesson. I will continue the remaining lesson to the next video. Thank you.